Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial will be how to make a miniature loom and rug. Before I start today's tutorial, I will do the draw for last week's competition. As a replacement of last week's tutorial, I did a giveaway, and the winner of that competition is Rachel Phillips. As there were only a few applicants, everyone who entered will receive a runner-up prize. If you could all please send me an email with your addresses, I will send you your prizes. Okay, let's get on to today's tutorial. For the loom, I used a piece of scrap wood that I had just lying around and cut some notches into the top. You don't want your notches to be too wide, otherwise they won't grip the wool. I'm using cheap brown wool, however you can use any string that you have on hand. The thinner the wool, the less plush your rug will be once it's finished. You will want to wrap the wool around the board until there are no notches left, then tie the two ends together at the back. To make weaving easier, with the colour of your choice, wrap the end in glue or tape to make the ends a bit stiffer to use. If you have a curved needle, you can use that too. First, weave under the first row, then over the second, then under the third, and so on. Once you have your first line weaved, straighten up the edge for where you want your rug to be, and then tuck the end piece away from the board. You will do something with this later. Now that you have reached the end, you will need to go under the same line that you just went over for the last line. Then, using the same method, continue weaving just as you did for the first row. This is where the first and second row meet. See how the wool loops over the last line? This is important. Gently tug the row until it's nice and snug with the first row, and you can use the tool to help push the rows together as well. Just like before, you will need to go under the same line that was over for row 2. Then simply continue this method until you've run out of yarn. You can use a tool or a pencil like I have here to separate every second line just to make weaving a bit quicker. If you get to a point where you run out of wool halfway, and believe me you will, simply tie two ends together in a double knot. Leave the ends a little bit long so that when they are woven into the rug they will become invisible. This is where the knot is. Since the end was a bit longer, they have tucked nicely into the weaving. If a few pieces stick out, you can fix that later. Once you have reached the desired length of your rug, tie the end to the last line tightly. Then do the same for the first end. Once both ends are secure, flip the loom over and then cut the strings. Then gently pull the rug off of the loom. Tie off the ends 2 pieces at a time. For the ends with the leftover weaving, join into the knot as well. Once all of the knots are done, go ahead and trim off any of the ends and any stragglers. And that is how you weave a basic rug for your dollhouse. Let's put it in my new kitchen, shall we? I have been slowly working on this room box over the past month, and I will be doing more kitchen-based tutorials in the future. The chairs I didn't make, I got them off of eBay, however everything else has been completely handcrafted. All of the cupboards are openable using a pin hinge. There are still a lot of appliances and work that needs to get done in this kitchen, so if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment below. And as always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.